What's up, guys? Welcome. Anyone that's here now live or afterwards. If it's afterwards, you might want to skip ahead a little bit. Always takes a minute or two to get it going, but we'll see how it goes tonight. Hope everybody had a good weekend. So, yeah, thanks for being here. And we'll see how tonight's live stream goes. It's a fresh time change. Hey, Big Boys PV and Dustin, good to see you, my friends. I'm glad you're here. I hope you guys had a great weekend. And Van, hello, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. It's great to see you guys tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing great. So, I just wanted to spend a little time with you. We do the time change here in Nevada, so it always, it screws me up a little bit for a day or two. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little out of whack right now. But it's a very minor adjustment. I don't like this time change where ultimately I like the longer days and where the sun doesn't set until later in the day, but I don't like losing an hour, you know. That's the part that screws me up, but whatever. A couple days it'd be like it never even happened. So, I don't know. Today was a generally uneventful day for me. I know we did a lot of things yesterday and I just kind of just caught up and got my bearings and whatnot. Today, I was wrestling with that Schwinn bike a little bit from yesterday. I got the derailleur a little bit more straight. It'll only shift into like 2 or 3 gears. That's all you get, and that back tire is just not holding air. No matter what, I tried to slime it. I don't know, something's wrong with that tube. It's got a pinch or something. I couldn't find it, but I'm not going to worry about that. Actually, I'm not going to try and fix it. I'm going to have to take that bike apart, sell some parts. I think the wheels are worth most of what we got into the bike. The wheels are actually, they're a little dirty, but straight and in good shape, good discs. It has disc brakes. So I'm going to chop it up. Like, I hate to chop up a bike, but it's a very common department store bike. This isn't the kind of bike that you save. It's a good bike that to where, like, if it's good and you can ride it and everything works, it's a good flip bike. But this one suffered a little damage, and as it would be better to just sell some parts, keep some parts. I can take the handlebar off of it and put it on the old GT, the GT Karakoram, the Extreme Dad bike. I got a handlebar on my Amazon list for that bike, but I wouldn't have to buy one if I take it off the Schwinn. So that's a savings of $34 or whatever right there. So I guess that's good. Um, so I'm just trying to look at the bright side here. Ultimately it's net gains. We're going to come out ahead. So thanks again, Vin and Big Boys PV actually bought that bike with their generous contributions, and I appreciate that, guys. And Big Boys PV actually, in another live stream yesterday, sent some more money, and so did Vin. Vin bought us dinner, Shane and I. Actually, I appreciate that, and Big Boys PV sent some more money for another bike that I'm going to try and pick up tomorrow if she's there. Might have to wait until Tuesday. And hey, Joe, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, thanks again, Vin. And Big Boys PV and Brent Sutton and Amy and Irving and everybody, Paula, people who retain memberships, Renee and Steve, and everybody, Rick. I'm trying not to forget anybody, but my brain is kind of fried at the moment. It's been just I don't know, I've just had to do a lot of different things today, and now I'm just kind of out of it. And hey, Paula's here. Of course, Paula. I did mention Paula, but thanks for being here, Paula, and it's great to see you, as always. But thanks to everybody who's had so much to do with just kind of nudging me along here as I kind of get into my new line of work, which has been flipping bikes. And it's been going quite well, ultimately. So thanks for everything you guys have had to do with that, which is a lot. Weren't you saying you got Big Boys PEV? Weren't you telling Baby Love that you have, what is it, 8 scooters and 2 bikes now? Is that the latest count? That's pretty impressive. I gotta say, that's awesome. And hey, Chet, what's going on, buddy? I see you down there. I'm working on having 8 bikes here in this tiny apartment if everything goes according to plan as early as tomorrow. That'd be a first for me. You gained an hour? That's good, I guess. I lost one. I woke up in the middle of the night, like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm watching TV, and I looked at my phone, and it's 1:59. And then I looked at my phone again a couple of minutes later, and it's 3:04. It's like, what the hell? And my laptop too is like, oh yeah, time change. I just lost an hour in real time. Watched it happen with my own eyes. Just sitting here, and it's like, whoa. The 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning hour just vanished right before my eyes. Ooh, wow. Heat wave, Joe. Well, I'm glad it's warming up anyway. We're going to be cooling off. Tomorrow here, it's going to be like 72 or 73. And then a couple of days later, it's not going to get out of the 50s and, low around 40, I guess, which is pretty chilly for us this time of year. I know you guys in the Northeast, laugh about stuff like that, but, yeah, I hope you get some good riding weather, Joe. I know you've been, cooped up and having to deal with the winter conditions, not being able to go out and ride. And I know how frustrating that is. That's coming up for me here in a couple of months or so. Like, summertime is that way for us. It just gets too hot to be outside for 3 months, really. Too hot to want to go out and ride bikes, really. I mean, we will anyway. But not in the middle of the day, not like we're doing now. Definitely. And I know Big Boys PEV's been dealing with a lot of winter storms this year as well. You guys over on the east side and points north, our Canadian friends, always get a serious winter. And all you guys in the eastern states, really, especially the Northeast, and the Midwest and everything, y'all get hit pretty hard. We have pretty mild winters here. It stays pretty chilly for most of the time, but nothing like over there. But it ought to be starting to feel like spring in a lot of places. Normally this time of year, uh, well, it's about what it was today and tomorrow, temperature-wise, but it's going to cool off again. Uh, I don't think there's any chance of getting another freeze here in Las Vegas. I think we're for sure past that now. But you never know. Everybody's been getting some crazy weather the last couple of years. So I guess we'll see. 10 PEVs after your two new scooters arrive. That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's a full-on fleet of PEVs. But you know, variety is the spice of life, as the saying goes, especially when it comes to two-wheeled things. I know exactly, how it goes. I'm kind of going through it with bicycles right now. And it's never enough. Hey Shane, what's going on, buddy? And through my eyes, hello, hello. But had a fun ride with Shane yesterday. And a nice meal at Jack in the Box. And I'm guessing Shane made it home okay. It was starting to cool off a lot by the time the sun was going down, and I got home, and then Shane had like another 8 miles to go. I was like, man, try and stay warm, pedal, because like when the sun sets this time of year, it doesn't matter what it was like during the day. When the sun goes down, it starts to get cold, especially if there's any wind, and there was a little bit still yesterday. We're out in like, t-shirts. I was wearing shorts yesterday. But ooh, Sunday? Cool. It should hopefully be good weather. It's getting to be that time of year. I don't know. I do hope you enjoy your visit. And you know where I'll be if you want to come say hey. Yeah. I love Jack in the Box too, Joe, and it's cheap. It's cheap and I don't know, it's decent food. They serve breakfast all day too, so I got a breakfast sandwich combo yesterday, and uh, Shane got two of the junior jumbo jacks, which I had thought about. Maybe in hindsight, I should have gotten those too. I don't know. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Big Boys PV, but I don't know. I mean, if you're really into something, it's nice to have a bunch of them. I understand. I was on track there for a while, but I'm doing it more with bicycles now. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah, St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day is a big one, especially downtown. Like downtown goes off for St. Patrick's Day. People dress up. It's quite an event. We went last year. Um, but yeah, I might have to. Shane, you want to go walk around on Fremont on St. Patty's? Yeah, probably more than usual. I would imagine, Joe. Yeah, that's about the kind of weather we're gonna get in a couple of days, Paula. I wouldn't mind it being a little warmer. Is it? Yeah, is it a week from Monday, Shane? I don't know. Shane, if you'll remember, guys, Shane came with me for Halloween. We went and walked around. Halloween was awesome, but jam packed on Fremont Street. But St. Patty's is like the same thing, except everybody's wearing green and is plastered. So I'm not much of a drinker, but I'm all for a good party. Uh, well, we had some rain. Yeah, the 17th. Yeah, so that would be Monday, a week from tomorrow. Hey, Laney Grace. Hello, hello. Great to see you. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out for a while, spending a little time adjusting to the time change with me. If you did a time change, not everybody did. Um, every time there's a time change here, it says on the, I look on my computer news or phone news or something like local news. I don't watch the news anymore, but I will pull up a thing or two on my phone once in a while. And every time there's a time change, excuse me, in Las Vegas, they're like, Nevada's really considering not doing time changes anymore. It's like, oh, you've been saying that for all the time that I've lived here and nothing has happened. Um, I don't really care either way. I'm used to it, I guess. Yeah, well, hell, if you got some with you on St. Patty's Day, I'll do a shot or two with you, Shane. I gotta sell some bikes. I got my PS3 for sale. It's my son's old PS3 as an extra one, and two controllers. Um, and I have it listed on Facebook and eBay. And somebody just asked if I'd sell just the controllers on Facebook. They probably want to give me like nothing for them. I don't know. I wonder what I could get for just the console. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I gotta take that Schwinn apart tomorrow too. I might have to get another chain breaker. There's one that came in this kit that I got, and it just, like, I couldn't get it to work on the Cannondale, the other Cannondale that I was trying to get the chain off of. Um, but we'll see. I'll start with that. Like, I'll start by trying to take the chain off, and then I'll, I don't suppose it's worth, well, maybe there's a couple of cables in there worth saving. We'll save cables, try to cut them short. The back wheel, the back tire and inner tube are just getting thrown away. The tire's pretty much shot, and the inner tube is definitely shot. The front tire is actually good. That's salvageable, and then I'll have an extra 27.5-inch inner tube, which would be good. I'll clean the wheels up and sell them. There's some good parts on that bike. I can use 2 or 3 things on the GT Karakoram, like the handlebar, and probably the pedals. So we're gonna make this work. I'll be handling that more or less tomorrow, I guess. But I want to go get that other road bike tomorrow that I told you about, if it's still there. Sometimes they do sell bikes out of that place. But the other shop, the shop where I have the Schwinn, they have an old Trek mountain bike, like late 80s, early 90s Trek mountain bike that I could buy for $35. Like, really, $35. And it's not pristine at all, but it is complete and everything seems to work. I could do the layaway thing on that. Again, I could go there and put like $5 on it and be like, yeah, as soon as I sell something, I'll go back and pick it up and pay it off. So I might get that one too. The layaway deal, I said I wouldn't do that anymore, but just the Trek frame from that era is worth more than $35. So I think we're going to get that one too if it's still there. But we'll see how it all goes. So got a few things to do tomorrow. I got to go get groceries in the morning, like $12 worth of groceries, and that's got to last me a couple of days. And should have enough to get that bike at the pawn shop down the street, and then I can go ride over to the other one. I'll try to save like $5. I'll try to have like $5 left and go over to the other pawn shop and be like, yeah, let's set it aside. I'll come back. Joe, I can imagine how much you're itching to just get back out there on that C1 again. I'm going to try and cram in as much riding as I can. I should have gone out today, but I just needed to just kind of sit and think today, get a couple of things sorted out. I did a few things, but I'm going to try and enjoy as much of the good weather before it gets too hot. I want to go out and ride all the time, or as much as is possible. Take some good rides. Still got to get ready. I don't know how, but we're going to try and find a way to do this Santa Monica ride. So I want to be ready, like, as far as being conditioned for it anyway. Should I be able to pull this off somehow? But Rod said he's serious about wanting to get an RV or something and, be the support vehicle. And maybe we can drag Shane along. Anyone else who wants to go? Shane was thinking about it when we last spoke about it. Let's see. I should have waited to eat dinner. I ate like early and now I'm hungry again and I've got pretty much nothing left and I gotta go. Let me see. I gotta go to the store first thing in the morning and just like really prioritize like what's gonna keep me full for a couple of days for the least amount of money. Oh wow, that's pretty good for an extra battery. I still got I still have a chewy granola bar. We're good. I'll be alright. So yeah, gonna try and secure 2 bikes tomorrow. Gonna try and actually pick up one if she's there. And then gonna try to lock in the other one, a Trek mountain bike, a vintage Trek mountain bike in decent condition for 35 bucks. There's really not much to think about there. Maybe we go ride around a little bit tomorrow. If I'm going to the other pawn shop anyway, maybe I'll take this GT. I gotta take it out and take some pictures of it anyway, list it for sale. Maybe I'll take it down to the other pawn shop to lock in a deal on that other bike. I was wondering that too, Joe. If you could double the range on that bike effectively, running 2 batteries together, that would be pretty awesome. There ought to be a way to do that. I mean, people add batteries to bikes that weren't meant to have batteries added to them, or they put their own special batteries on them. I don't know. I'd be interested to know how that works, actually. Yeah, I guess you could just do that, huh? They're not huge batteries, are they? Wow, that'll probably keep that thing going for a while. 60 miles. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I gotta see how much that guy wants to give me for just the PlayStation controllers. Maybe I could just pay off the track tomorrow too. If he wants to come through with that. I gotta pile on the bikes here, get the flow going a little better. But it's happening. Hey, what's up, JPL Rides? It always screws me up a little bit. I was awake during the time change last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. It really screwed with me when it was, it was 1:59 when I looked at my phone. right before I went back to bed, and then I checked again a few minutes later, and it's like 3:04. It's like, how the hell did that happen? Oh, wait. Time change. I was feeling extra sluggish when I got out of bed this morning and went and got coffee a few minutes late. And it's just dragging. I was just in no hurry. It's like, whatever. It's 7-Eleven. They always have coffee. It's not like they're going to run out or anything. You're wide awake right now? Yeah, because it feels like it's an hour earlier. Like it says 8:02 p.m. It's a lot later for you, I know, Joe. It says 8:02 p.m. here, but it doesn't feel like it at all. Yeah, I've been kind of sluggish today myself, JPL rides. But yeah, I'm kind of wide awake right now too. I'm usually when it says 8 o'clock on my computer screen or my phone screen, I'm starting to feel a little slower, winding down a little more, like, okay, time to start thinking about, packing it in. But yeah, right now, it still feels really early. Yeah, leg medicine. I wish I had some leg medicine right now. That would really, then I'd probably start feeling sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, well, it didn't get here tonight. It didn't get dark here tonight until almost 7 o'clock, and that hasn't happened in a while. So that feels weird. It definitely feels early. But I like the later sunsets, definitely. I like the summertime sunsets, like sunset time, but just not the summertime temperatures here, really. Yeah. Yeah, sunrise is later. That screwed me up this morning. That's the downside. But I like being able to ride, later into the afternoon and evening without worrying if I brought a headlight or not. If it's going to get super cold at 5:30. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It really is. After a couple of days, it really is like it never happened. Um, today felt a little weird for me, but I'm sure tomorrow will be a little better, and then, next day it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I do prefer the longer days. I just don't enjoy the heat that we get here in Las Vegas with said longer days. Usually, the 8 p.m. sunsets usually mean it's very, very hot outside here. Yeah, I like that one too. Getting an extra hour. Extra time is a good thing, but it never seems to be enough. But losing an hour, that's kind of mean. When everybody's already pretty much stretched. We've all got a ton of things to do, usually anyway. But what are you going to do? I mean, some places do the time change, some don't. We might not at some point, or it might be a national thing. I don't know. Like, I've heard all kinds of different talk about it, but I guess it all adds up to the same thing. We can count it however we want to, but the same amount of time is actually passing, and it's not going to ultimately change anything. It's making me hungry too, Joe. And maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm about ready for a good burger. I should have had that at Jack in the Box yesterday. I kind of like breakfast at Jack in the Box. It depends. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. But yeah, a good burger would hit the spot right now for sure. Yeah, pretty much. JPL rides. No, that's the A&W third pound burger that was supposed to compete with the quarter pounder in the 80s. And this is a funny story, actually. Some of you guys might remember this. The A&W fast food restaurants wanted to compete with McDonald's, so they made it very similar to the quarter pounder with cheese, but they made it a third of a pound and sold it for less money. And the product ultimately failed because Americans are so stupid that they think a third of a pound is less than a quarter of a pound. So they kept going to McDonald's and paying more for the quarter pounder because they thought it was a better deal. That explains a lot. But that's a true story, and that's what that's a picture of. The ill-fated third pound A&W hamburger that should have made it, except people are too stupid to know that a third pound burger for less money is a way better deal than a quarter pound burger for more money. But what are you going to do? But that really is a true story. That's the way it went, and that's what that's a picture of. Oh, bacon on a burger. It's like, it almost seems necessary, I think, to put bacon on a hamburger. Like, they should really never come without. Yeah, that's it, Big Boys PEV. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to cram in as many good weather bike rides as is possible. And I'm going to bring you guys along whenever possible, too. Yeah. People see the 4 over the 3 and be like, oh, that must be bigger. A quarter pound must be bigger then because it's got a 4 in it versus a 3. 4 is more than 3. So let's pay the extra 20 cents and get the quarter pounder because that's a better deal. Ugh. So don't ever try to launch a 3rd-pound burger in America to compete against the quarter pounder, because you just don't stand a chance. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, fast food, a lot of it, like everybody's got some deals now. Like it's getting way cheaper again because nobody's got any money. But it is terrible for you. Like you really shouldn't eat that stuff all the time. But the value menu at Jack in the Box and stuff, that's a pretty good deal. That's like cheaper than eating at the store, getting groceries and cooking. But it's not great for you. That is true, Shane. Yeah. How come this one looks bigger in the picture, but it says 3 instead of 4? What what's wrong here? Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I do fully understand that there are a lot of people that just can't process that in their minds, that a third of a pound is more than a quarter of a pound. And that sucks for A&W restaurants. They could have been leading the pack right now. That could have changed the game if people were smart enough to realize that they were getting a better deal at A&W. But A&W gave the American public entirely too much credit when it came to intelligence. Yes, JPL rides. Oh, the tacos. I haven't had the tacos in a while. I've had so many of Jack's tacos that I think I would probably throw up just from eating another one, just because I've had so many of them. I never actually got food poisoning from them, knock on wood, myself, but I don't think I could eat another one without getting sick. I used to love Jack's tacos, but one day I just had one too many, I guess, and now it's like, yeah, I still love Jack in the Box, but just not the tacos. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Big Boys PV. You make a good point there. We have to breathe whether we like it or not, but the air's not always clean. So we have to eat whether we like it or not. So maybe we might as well all be eating fast food. Yeah, 4 is bigger than 3 JPL rides. So obviously, the quarter pounder would have to be bigger than the 3rd pounder because it's got 4 instead of 3. So it just makes sense. So I don't know. It just like, I wonder how some people live to be a certain age. It's like, how are you not dead of stupidity yet? You know? Like, how are you still upright and about? Like, how's nature not come for you? Jack in the Box tacos. Well, when you've had the appropriate amount of leg medicine, Jack's tacos are rather exquisite. Avocado on toast is really good. I'm a big believer in avocado toast. I just wouldn't pay $18 for it like all the Range Rover MILFs and yoga pants around here. But yeah, I'd smear some avocado on some toast and maybe sprinkle it with a couple of seasonings. That is rather good, and it is good for you. I didn't used to like avocados at all, but now I can tolerate them. I feel you, Shane. I mean, really, once you've had Roberto's tacos, it's hard to go back to anything else. Like I haven't eaten at Taco Bell really since since I moved here. 'Cause why? Why would that ever be necessary? Del Taco is a very rare occasion. Um, but yeah, Roberto's, especially on Wednesdays when they're $1.59, it's like there's really no comparison between Roberto's tacos and like fast food tacos. No, you're absolutely right though, Big Boys PEV. Um, most of us, society has groomed us to live for the future, plan for the future, be prepared for whatever comes your way. But, it could all end for any of us at any given time. You really might as well enjoy life as much as you can, eat the food that makes you happy, do the things that make you happy, spend time with people that make you happy because you really don't ever know how much time you have left. So, I mean, eating healthy and being active will make you feel better, but that doesn't mean you won't get hit by a bus tomorrow, you know? So, I mean, God forbid, let's hope not. But yeah, not the future isn't guaranteed for anybody. So, I suppose there's really only so much planning for it you ought to do. I mean, you ought to at least have cheat days when it comes to food. I'm still a believer in getting exercise whenever you can. I feel better. I have major health issues that are probably eventually going to consume me, but until then, by being more active, I do feel better. And I have been eating a little better, and that helps too. But eating junk food, and greasy fast food and stuff is good for the soul. It might not do anything good for the body, but it is definitely good for the soul. And I think there's something to be said for that. Yeah, I pedal a lot too, JPL Ride, so I'm with you there. And yeah, Gene Hackman, God bless him. I didn't know he was that old. I knew he was getting up there, but I didn't realize like he still just doesn't seem that old to me. But God rest his soul. Uh, but yeah, legend that guy, Gene Hackman. He was in a lot of great movies. Oh, okay, yeah, it's 8 something and it doesn't feel like it. Feels earlier still. It's supposed to be a really nice day tomorrow. I gotta go super early. Well, as soon as I feel like it. After coffee, I need to just, grab the delivery backpack and go get some groceries. And then it's still a fairly big day after that. I should probably do laundry too. Oh, really? Burger King? Burger King has the 3 for $7 deal right now, which I think is pretty good. Um, that's you can get a lot of food for $7. I never had the Burger King taco meal though, but we have done a lot of Burger King, a fair amount of Burger King lately. We go there a lot after the wetlands rides. I think all the quality has gone down a little bit. Like all the fast food restaurants except for like a couple In and Out and I don't know. But I still think, Burger King's a pretty good value, especially if you can get the 3 for $7 deal. Yeah, true. We do always go to that Burger King. But it's a good value, the 2 for $5 or 3 for $7. That'll fill you up, keep you going. Wingstop. Oh, I haven't eaten Wingstop since that time on the Wednesday ride when Conrad hooked it up. I love Wingstop. I remember that Wendy's taco salad. Wendy's used to have a lot of good salads back in the day. But I remember the taco salad and it had the shell and everything, and I used to really like Wendy's. I think, like Wendy's is trying to make a comeback here. It kind of fell off for a while. Wendy's has the Son of the Baconator for $3 right now, which I think is a pretty good deal. I'm a big fan of Baconators. Even the smaller ones are still good. Wendy's chili is really good and cheap. It used to be 99 cents or whatever, for the small one. El Pollo Loco, yes. Yeah, I used to live right down the street from one. I used to go there a lot, actually. I've been eating there, of course, my whole life, being from LA. El Pollo Loco. In Anthem, I used to live like right down the street from El Pollo Loco too, but my most other recent address here before this one was right down the street from El Pollo Loco. I can imagine. I wouldn't think Maryland would be known for its taco salads, more like crab stuff, but um, yeah, I can appreciate a good taco salad. You will find a bunch of them here in the Southwest, of course. Good taco salads, but it's a shame you don't get that one at Wendy's anymore. That was a hit. I thought. I didn't think they'd get rid of that. Oh, the Baconzilla, Rallies and Checkers. Yeah, dog eat dog. There's a Rallies close by, actually. There's a Rallies that's really not that far. Like, it's the other way from where I usually go. But yeah, I was thinking about eating there recently too. I love Checkers and Rallies. Oh. Oh yeah. No, I remember what you're saying, Joe. Yeah, I guess most of them shut down here too, but they opened back up. I used to get pings from the Rallies down the street all the time for like DoorDash and Uber Eats. I got to go down there and see if it's still open. It's not that far from here. I ate there with Matt Ross a while back actually. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to that Rallies on Charleston. If you want to meet me for lunch, I'm buying." I was like, "Yeah, all right." When he lived over on this side of town. That was the last time I ate at Rallies. It was pretty good though. Oh, there you go. It's $7 for one pretzel now. That's crazy. Yeah, true. I grew up just a couple of blocks away from the really iconic one, Joe. It's the first solid food I ever ate in my life. There's one, yeah, I know that one. I know that one, Shane. There's another one down like like way north Las Vegas Boulevard, like way north town, and there's one on Charleston, kind of by me. Hey, Isle Hikes, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. No, I haven't been getting fast food coupons in the mail. And that really bothers me. I don't know why they're not sending them here anymore anyway. Yeah, it's a pretty decent one on Charleston too. We should go there sometime, Shane. It's not that expensive if you don't get the Baconzilla. Like they have good deals there. Yeah. I got everybody thinking about food now. Sorry, Isle Hikes. Um, that's actually in the picture. That's actually the third pounder from A&W Restaurants, the ill-fated third pounder from A&W Restaurants. They launched it to compete with the quarter pounder. They released a bigger hamburger for a lower price, and it failed because Americans thought that the quarter pounder was bigger than a third pounder. And that's a true story. Yeah, there used to be like crazy good fast food coupon deals and Wiener Schnitzel. There's a Wiener Schnitzel not far from here. And you could get like 7 chili dogs for $5 or something. They'd have the coupons in the mail every week. And just all kinds of, or I don't know, something like that. And I don't get any coupons. Since I moved here, I don't get any fast food coupons at all. And that really upsets me. Yeah, I guess it's getting late. Depending on where you are, it's getting kind of late for a burger now. I just had some dinner a little while ago myself. Isle Hikes a while back, and it was no third pounder from A&W restaurants, but I'll make it until I'll make it until tomorrow, I guess. Oh, Carl's. I got to get the Carl's app. There's a Carl's Jr. right down the street too. Um, and it's kind of expensive. I always get the Western bacon cheeseburger combo, and that's like $14 now. Oh, there you go. Shane, you're always eating something good. Yeah, I like most of the food at Carl's Jr. Really. Um, I always get that. Like for me, Carl's Jr. is about the. They have the breakfast burger that's got the egg and stuff on it. I like that. Um, and they have the Western bacon cheeseburger with the barbecue sauce and the onion rings and stuff. And that's like, for me, that's what I've always gotten over the years at Carl's Jr. Usually was the Western bacon cheeseburger. Um, but I really like all the burgers at Carl's Jr. Oh, you get a cookie, which is cheaper. Yeah, the sodas. I noticed that at Jack in the Box last night. Even the small soda was like 2.29 or something for a little tiny cup of soda. Sodas are getting really expensive again. The drinks at the fast food restaurants, um, and that's a shame. But hey, free fries. Can't beat that anyway. If even if you gotta order something, but yeah, I guess a cookie's cheaper than a drink. But yeah, thanks to fast food and fast food apps, there are ways to be poor and still survive. Yeah, I remember that, Joe. That wasn't that long ago. And now, like a 20-ounce bottle of Coke, a 20-ounce bottle at 7-Eleven is like $3. How the hell did that happen? Oh, really? Isle Hikes? Huh. Yeah, no, I hear you, JPL Rides. I'm getting the deals myself. If I go to McDonald's, I'm using the app. I need to get apps for like the rest of them. I'm gonna do the Carl's Jr. app for sure, though. If they're doing the free Friday, I'll trot down the street and get some free fries. Oh yeah, no, they do stuff like that here too. JPL Rides. I suppose I ought to do that. I don't know if they on it. The closest Chick-fil-A here is on Fremont Street at the Golden Nugget. I don't know if they honor those kinds of things. I gotta look into that, actually. But no, I need to be doing a little better with that myself. Just watching the apps and the deals and, getting what's cheapest. Everything's too damn expensive right now. It's uh it's a tough time to have to, work for a living and pay bills and stuff. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Wow. That's worth it right there. Just getting all those free sandwiches. I'll download the app shit. Watch for the Knights or the Raiders or whatever to win here and see. There's another Chick-fil-A over on Sahara if the one here doesn't honor it. There's one over by Palace Station. Or I think there's one over there by Palace Station. So I guess it's gonna be a big day tomorrow. Busy day. Uh-oh. I got notified. I got a warm reminder. Hold on. A warm reminder that I have unpaid toll invoices and click here on the link to pay them. Yeah. I don't have a car and there aren't any tolls around here. So obviously they're thinking of somebody else. Yeah, of course it's a scam. Well, they're coming out of the woodwork now. There's scams coming from every direction these days. But that's an interesting one. A warm reminder that my toll invoices are unpaid. I better get on that. Who falls for this stuff anymore? Oh shoot, I forgot to pay my toll invoices. Better do that. Ugh. Yeah, oh no, me too. JPL rides. It's and my warranty, my manufacturer warranty keeps expiring on my car. And I can renew that actually. Like it's thank goodness people reach out to me every so often and offer me the chance to renew the warranty, extend the warranty on my automobile that I don't have. Because then, otherwise I might have to pay to fix a transmission that isn't there because I don't have a car. And that could be thousands of dollars, but it wouldn't because I don't have a car. But, I'm thinking about getting an extended warranty just in case, just to be safe. I don't have a car, but you just never know. I mean, if something goes wrong, I'd like to know that I have that warranty. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Shane. Well, I guess they'll keep trying. And you could explain it to them. Well, you see, this person has passed. God rest their soul. Oh, well, they should still have car insurance. Because, you don't want to not have car insurance. Let me see. I got another notification. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's going to be 71 degrees tomorrow. Should be a delightful day. Oh, Shane, I didn't know. And hey, Amy's here. Glad you're checking in, Amy. Haven't seen you in a couple of days that I can recall. So glad you're here. Was getting worried. You had us worried sick, Amy. But we're glad you're here. Yeah. I'm gonna pedal until it's too hot to pedal myself, JPL Rides. Oh, well, busy in a good way is good, and I'm glad to hear that, Amy. But we worry about you when you're not around. But I hope everything is going very well. And it sounds like you're keeping busy, and it's good busy, and I'm glad to hear that. Now I'm starting to feel like it's bedtime a little bit. Maybe I'm adjusting to the time change already. Oh, well, that's good. Well, petting a dog is certainly a worthwhile activity than any other kind of exercise, of course. I still have a chewy granola bar. I'm pretty excited about that. That's gonna hit the spot before bed. I gotta try and secure a couple of bikes tomorrow. Pick up at least one, and then just like secure that Trek mountain bike. Shane, you want to go with me on a bike rounding up mission tomorrow? If you're in the area. I gotta message that guy back who sent me a message about my PlayStation and PS3 that I have for sale with 2 controllers. He just wants the controllers. But depending on how much he wants to pay for them, that could be enough to get both of the bikes like paid for outright tomorrow that I want to go get tomorrow. And that would be a good thing, I guess. But I don't know what I would get for just a console with no controller afterwards. So that's something to think about. I got to see what that guy wants to give me for it. I'll message him back after this and be like, what's your offer? And I guess if it's at least $35 for both of them, then I could go buy that other bike. It's a vintage Trek mountain bike for $35. It's not in great condition, but it's not in bad condition either. It's an old bike, but it's all like there, and it's a vintage Trek. Well, these original OEM PS3 controllers are going for, $26-27 on eBay right now each. Like, there's fake ones for 15 or $18, but these are OEM PS3 controllers. Yeah. I hear you, Shane. I gotta take the Schwinn apart, the bike that we got yesterday. I'm gonna sell some parts, I'm gonna keep some parts. I messed around with that bike a little bit today. It suffered some damage, and it would be better off as like using some parts and selling some parts. Hold on. Oh yeah, I've seen that, Joe. I saw that a couple of times actually. It popped up. Yeah, it is, isn't it? What they go through up there. And like I saw a thing about it, there was just a clip of it where like crows were trying to get in there and get the eggs or something, and the mama eagle was having to like swat them off. Wow. Never can be too careful, I guess. If you're a mother eagle. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I guess ravens will eat chicks. I know they've been trying to get in there, and the moms had to, like shoo them away. Yeah, I haven't seen since they hatched. I got to go check that out again. Or I haven't seen any of the. I haven't seen the babies yet, actually. But that's cool. Yeah, now it's almost starting to feel like what time it is. Oh, I bet I might have to try that too, Amy. Yeah, that's what I saw in my stream today. It's like the nest was covered with snow around the mama bird. In the picture. I guess they're still getting snow, and they might get a couple more days worth. Or something, I don't know, that's what I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, JPL rides. I guess lots of people are watching that. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're pretty adaptable because there was tons of them in Florida too. I used to see bald eagles everywhere. My dad's last house where he lived before I moved here, it was on a lake. He's on a different house on a different lake now, but there are trees on the other side of the lake and like bald eagle nests and stuff on the other side of his lake. And you can sit in his back porch and watch them and stuff. And I guess they're really common in certain places, but yeah, I guess they can handle just about any kind of climate. Oh, really? That's awesome, Amy. I didn't know that. But I used to see, like, seriously, there's a ton of bald eagles in Florida, more so than I ever would have thought. Wow, that's awesome, Joe. I've seen ospreys and stuff carrying fish. I don't know if I've ever seen a bald eagle with one. A lot of smaller birds carrying smaller fish. Yeah, I guess so, Amy. Yeah, bald eagles are awesome. Big birds in general. I don't know. I've always liked birds, I guess, but eagles are pretty cool. Yeah, they're cool to see. Definitely. Um, they're pretty spectacular birds. Oh, wow. That's nice. Working together as a family unit. Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, eagles, all eagles are really beautiful birds, but bald eagles are rather majestic. Yeah, I guess coastal Washington is a great place for lots of large birds. I don't know. I kind of miss like all the wildlife. Like there's, you see some here, but it's just not the same. I mean, we're a little more limited. We have like coyotes and mountain lions and lizards and snakes and some birds. I might have to like watch it a little more closely now, Amy. I've heard a lot of things from a lot of people now, and I should at least check in on it once in a while. Yeah, that's true. You really kind of have to go close to the lake to see the sheep, though. There are tons of coyotes in the Las Vegas Valley, but I don't know if you'd ever see a bighorn sheep in here. But you don't have to go far to see the sheep. And once you get over towards like Boulder City and the lake and everything, there are a lot of other cool things to see, like the little ground squirrels that look like chipmunks and stuff, and they got a bunch of different lizards that look like little miniature dinosaurs and stuff, and a bunch of different kinds of birds. Like once you get out of the Vegas Valley, you will see some pretty interesting wildlife around here, I guess. Like the bighorn sheep are very cool, definitely. Oh wow, Joe, I wasn't aware of that. That's probably the way to do it, watching it on the TV. I used to do all my live streaming that way. Like watching live streams used to all be on TV, but I don't have that smart TV anymore. And I've just grown accustomed to doing it on my laptop, I guess, again. Let's see, we've been going for a while. I'm gonna check notifications again. Let's see. I don't know. I gotta ask that guy what he wants to give me for the controllers. It's probably gonna be a no, but you never know. If I can get 2 bikes, the cost of 2 bikes covered tomorrow. Thanks again, Big Boys PV, for paying for that road bike that I hope they still have. Which, if the boss lady's there, I can acquire tomorrow. And then at the other place where I got the Schwinn, I really should get that track, I guess. It's better than that Specialized was, and it's less money, too. That should be a pretty safe deal. So, like, if I can get those controllers sold, maybe I can go pick up that bike as well. Or maybe day after tomorrow, like put $5 on it tomorrow and then go pick it up in a day or two after that. I don't know. Oh, you watch the rides on TV too? Yeah. No, I know a lot of you do watch the ride live streams on TV. I used to rewatch some of them on TV. Yeah, I used to prefer watching YouTube on TV, but I don't on this TV right now that I have. I should. She's dying to get rid of TVs at the pawn shop too. She's like, tell everybody I'll just, like, anybody who wants a TV, just come in and make an offer. So I could get a good smart TV for like $50. Because, like, everybody's got tons of TVs and nobody's buying them because everybody has a TV. I sold my TV, my bigger TV, a while back, and it was hard to get any money for it because even though it's worth money, it has value, but everybody's got a damn TV already, a big TV. So it's no wonder that pawn shops are overflowing with them. But yeah, I like to end up with at least one more bike tomorrow. We're trying to go after, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. It's a road bike. I hope they still have it. It seems like a pretty good deal. Should be able to at least double. Going to try and go for more than that initially. The value is there. It's up on the shelf, though. They do that. They put bikes up on the shelf. The Scott Speedster was up on the same shelf. And I couldn't see the things that were wrong with that. So, I don't know. But I'll make them put it back up on the shelf. If it's not a good bike, like, it looks fine, though. I looked at it as closely as I could, and I can get it for a deal and should be able to flip it for at least double. I gotta clean it up and, make adjustments and stuff. It's not just, buy it and do nothing and someone comes and buys it from me. I gotta put in the work, make it nice. Yeah, a lot of people use their stimulus checks to get new TVs and other stuff like that. So, but yeah, the point I'm making is everybody's got a TV pretty much. So, like, the pawn shops are selling good TVs for $20 now. Just like, get some of this crap out of here. We don't have the room. I remember my first flat panel TV was an LCD TV, 720p, 26-inch, and it was like $1,400. And now that TV at the pawn shop would be like $15. It's crazy how cheap TVs have gotten. But anyway, let's see. It's 9 o'clock now, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's midnight for some of you, so I shouldn't be keeping you up. I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead, and I sure do appreciate you coming and spending a little time with me, adjusting to the time change. That's the thing. Like, everybody's got as many TVs as they need right now, so nobody's buying them. Pawn shops are overflowing with TVs right now. And retailers are barely selling them. You can get an 80-inch TV at Walmart for $298 or something now. Something crazy like that. Just everybody's got them. They last. They're good. TVs last a while, and everybody's already got one or two or six or however many. So it's no wonder that the value is just completely fallen off, because there are more TVs than there are people to watch them. But anyhow, guys, I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Shane, hit me up if you want to do any riding around or going and getting bikes with me or anything tomorrow. It'd be fun. Otherwise, like first thing in the morning, I gotta go. Well, second or third thing in the morning, I gotta go and get groceries and do a couple other things. But then after that, I don't know. Gonna try to. It'd be nice to end up with at least a couple of bikes tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, taking the time. Have a wonderful week and a good night, and take care of yourselves and be safe out there and whatever you're doing. And I'll see you again real soon. I'll try to go live tomorrow if we get any more bikes or anything. Keeping you guys in the loop. We'll probably go ride around some, at least. Enjoy the beautiful day. So anyway, look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, guys. Have a great day tomorrow, and I'll see you again soon.